Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin and the crypto markets as a whole. Since the US market has opened about, already 2 hours ago already, so this video is a little bit late. But since then, the market has been quite volatile, also has been quite bearish. I mean, we've had only red candles since 12, even though, maybe this candle is different, but we'll have to see. But in general, I wanted to do a full update, and what I wanted to start off with is that, technically Bitcoin right now is still bullish, as you can see. We're still respecting the uptrend. We're still holding the main local support around 86,400. It's not the strongest support, so I wouldn't bet your house on that, but the most important thing right now for crypto is something outside of crypto, and that is just very simply the stock market. All right, what we've seen is that the stock market opened bearish. That's why crypto right now is also pulling back. All right, and the main question we have to answer, and that's also the most difficult question to answer. And by the way, I mean, I do want to say, so the crypto market is or Bitcoin at least, is very correlated to the S&P 500, the stock market, and there is some strength here for Bitcoin. If you take a look at the Coinbase Bitcoin price, that is still at a premium. So there seems to be some sort of bidding coming in from at least the US, or at least from Coinbase, which is usually a positive sign. So there definitely is some relative strength of crypto against the stock market. But in the end, the stock market will still have an impact. And it has had an impact so far. And the big question is, we have left this massive gap since the weekend. All right, Friday we closed relatively strong, but Monday we opened much higher. So the big question right now is, will we fill that gap? And the answer is yes, but then the question becomes, will we fill that gap right now? And you can see that the stock market open has been relatively bearish so far, but it's definitely not certain yet that we will fill the entire gap. Right, so that is something I'm personally keeping my eyes on every single hour, of course. But outside of that, that's also the main thing you have to form an opinion on. I would say that at this point of time, especially, talking about Bitcoin specifically then here, look, if we see if we get some negative fundamental developments on the tariffs coming into place the 2nd of April, for example, we will probably fill the gap, and Bitcoin will probably fill at least the CME gap right here at 84,000, potentially spike down all the way to 82,000. So I think that's relatively certain. But given the way the stock market is looking right now, which is still relatively resilient, in combination with that Coinbase Bitcoin premium, in combination with the technical strength we're seeing right now from Bitcoin, and now that we're still holding that local support, like I said, right here around 86,000, I have to say that I'm still slightly leaning towards, we're also shedding a lot of leverage right here, by the way. I'm still leaning towards saying that it's most likely we will, maybe push down a little bit lower into that imbalance at 85,500. But that we will be able to hold this general uptrend, and that we will be able to still get into 90,000, as I said this morning. But like I said, it's very dependent on fundamental developments, of course. Given the technicals, I still think this looks most likely. Bitcoin is also holding that support right here relatively well. There's quite a lot of volume going into that, so that's a good thing. You can also see Bitcoin volume right now has decreased a fair bit, but it's increasing, or at least it's staying relatively stable over the last couple of hours. So this is still what I would say is most likely, although I do think you need to be careful. I think some longs on strong altcoins are warranted, but I would not risk your entire portfolio, or at least personally while trading, I'm risking small amounts right now. So talking about XRP real quick, which I wanted to do. XRP is still waiting for some sort of a breakout. We're getting closer to potentially getting a bearish breakdown, but ultimately nothing is clear yet, right? So as long as XRP is still holding this level right here at 2.38, 2.37, we're good. If we break down below that, and Bitcoin is not showing much resilience, or at least more importantly, if XRP BTC, so XRP strength against Bitcoin, breaks down below this level, then we could actually have that drop into 2.3 and 2.2. So yeah, but we're still waiting for strong confirmation. Right now, we're just kind of balancing between the two different POC areas. Do I expect a breakout soon? Yes, but not necessarily right now. So that's XRP. Now talking about some altcoins right here. First of all, some news that you need to know is that there's something going on with Hyperliquid, which is not great. That pushed the price down an immense amount right here. I would stay away from this. There's some things going on with their liquidity provider and just in general how their platform works. So usually when you have fundamental difficulties like that, it's very hard to bid, and I would not trust that. And then outside of that, what I thought was interesting, I mean, there are some coins that are interesting right now. We just got an alert, for example, on Super. Super is showing strength here, also on the higher time frames, definitely a coin you should keep on your watch list. And there's multiple coins like that. I mean, Swell has been very strong over the course of today. Sui has been relatively strong as well. Banana Gun is actually still showing some strength. But one of the main things that I wanted to talk about real quick is stablecoins. All right, there's a lot of talks right now about stablecoins in the US and promoting their usage. And what we see right now is that some of these stablecoin providers, such as MakerDAO, MKR, which is behind DAI, and Athena, which is behind USDE, are showing some strength. Ondo, same thing, showing some strength. So that might be a category. If you look at Maker right here, that's looking pretty strong right here, looking like it's starting an uptrend. But also if you take a look at something like Ondo right here, also broke out and still holding support right now, even though we have some bearish strength, bearish pressure in the markets. Keep your eyes on that narrative, all right? That's what I wanted to leave you with. And like I said, keep your eyes on that narrative, keep your eyes on Bitcoin, keep your eyes on the stock markets, and you'll be fine, or at least you'll know what's going on. But that's my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care, and bye.